Hello, my little willies. In today's tutorial, we are going to learn how to knit the Scrunchy Stitch. This stitch includes everything we knitters love: a fancy texture, easy and fun to knit, it lays flat, although it's not reversible, it looks also pretty on the other side, or the wrong side of the work, and it forms a spongy fabric. It's a 6-row repeat pattern, and 5 of these 6 rows are just a combination of knitting and purling. The action comes actually in row 6. It's a great option for knitting different kind of projects, from a hat to a sweater or top, but also nice for blankets, cushions, scarves, you name it. And another key point is that the Scrunchy Stitch is so versatile. It can be used for summer or winter garments, changing only the fiber. This is a cotton yarn fiber. And you can find the details on my website, sowoolly.net. Remember, you have there the written instructions, and there is a link to the website below this video on the description box. So grab your yarn and needles and let's get started. We need to cast on multiples of 3 plus 2 stitches. For example, 3 times 4, 12, plus 2, 14. First, third, and fifth row form the wrong side of the work. So we start with knit 2, 1, 2, and now comes the repeat, what you will find between asterisks on the written instructions. Purl 1, knit 2, 1, 2, and repeat. Purl 1, knit 2, purl 1, knit 2, to end. Purl 1, knit 2, 1 and 2. Only on this first row, when you get to the last stage, I like to purl it or knit it through the back loop, so you don't get a huge loop there. Second row, right side of the work. We're going to knit what we see. When you see the bump, you know you have to purl. When you see the V, you know you have to knit. So, second row, we start with purl 2, 1, 2, and the repeat is knit 1, purl 2, 1, 2. Again, knit 1, purl 2, 1, 2. Knit 1, purl 2, 1, 2, to the end of the row. Knit 1, purl 2. Third row, as per row 1, we keep knitting what we see. We start with knit 2, 1, 2, and now comes the repeat. Purl 1, knit 2, 1, 2, purl 1, knit 2, 1, 2, purl 1, knit 2, purl 1, knit 1 and 2. Row 4, as per row 2. We start with purl 2, 1, 2, and now comes the repeat. Knit 1, purl 2, knit 1, purl 2, knit 1, purl 2, knit 1, purl 2, to the end of the row. Row 5, as per row 1 and 3. We start with knit 2. We're still working or knitting what we see. Bump, purl, V, knit. The repeat is purl 1, knit 2, 1, 2, purl 1, knit 2, 1, 2, purl 1, knit 2, purl 1, knit 2. Okay, now comes the action, as I say. Row 6. This is the right side of the work. We start with purl 2. 1, 2. And now we are going to drop this stitch 4 rows below. Don't panic, just watch. Drop the stitch and let it unravel for 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now pick up the life stitch, pass the right hand needle behind these 4 strands, 1, 2, 3, 4, and knit that stitch. That's how the scrunchie takes place. Purl 2, 1, 2. That's the repeat. Drop the next stitch. Let it unravel for 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick up the life stitch. Put your right hand needle behind the 4 strands and knit that stitch. Purl 2. And repeat. Drop the stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick up the life stitch and knit. Purl 2. 1 and 2. Last time. Drop the stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Pick up this life stitch. Put your right hand needle behind the 4 strands and knit that stitch. And end the row with purl 2. And that's it. These 6 rows create the pattern. Repeat them until you reach the desired length. When finished, bind off, working each stitch as it presents after a row 6. So here, on the wrong side of the work. One little note before ending the tutorial. If you choose to knit a blanket or a scarf, I would make a nice edge on each side of the rectangle or the square. Choose whatever reversible stitch you prefer. I'm also leaving you below the video the list with all my reversible knitting patterns. I hope you like it. Thank you for watching and happy knitting!